Alright, can anybody currently hear me now? Better make sure. Testing, 1 2 1 2 1 2. What the hell? Alright. Testing, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, alright, it's working. Alright, thank God, I got it to work. Alright, where's my candy? You will get your candy whenever I tell you you'll get your candy, Todd! Skip the cutsinos! Skip it, Todd! Yeah. Screaming people! Same sprites being reused. Currently says there's 3 people here. I need some questions. The whole point of this is to answer questions. Better hand it over. I will not hand anything over. You will not get any candy, Todd. I refuse to give you any candy. Shit, maybe I should announce this QNA and, like, put it in a bunch of servers so people will actually watch it and ask me some questions here. Like, seriously. It takes me forever to set this crap up because YouTube now has this thing where you have to get custom links every time you stream. It used to just be, you put a stream out there and it'll stream. Now it's like, you have to get custom links and shit, and it's very annoying. I honestly wish that I could stream without resolution being so crappy on YouTube, but, you know, that's probably for the best. Because, I mean, I could always just post a video in 4K if I did it specifically for footage. Right now, I'm just here to answer questions. And nobody is asking them but Todd for his candy! Oh, look at that. I jump over you. I jump over all of you. Aha! Of course there's more of them. There's more of them. Whee! Alright, T-pose falling. There are 4 people in here, and the only person who asked any questions is Todd. Hogging. Alright. Yeah, reusing the same sprites. Teriyaki! Why did I start YouTube? That is a good question, actually. The way I started YouTube, I met this kid back in 4th grade. His name was Jonas. So this was pretty long ago. And this all started out as this whole thing where we were going to make like a Minecraft account and such, and that was going to be it. And when choosing specific names, the names I had to choose from was either Heman10010 or Heman10010. So you pretty much know where I went from that. And the reasoning for my options was Heman10010 was a randomly generated Pop Tropica name, whereas for Heman10010 was this thing that I did for like a Wizard 101 account. Like I was 10 years old and I knew about 101, so I pretty much put 10010, and that just stuck with me for a long time, and I never wanted to change it since. But the way I started YouTube was I showed up at the same kid, Jonas's house, and he showed me his YouTube account and such, and told me that he had ways of recording YouTube videos and all that were Minecraft related, which led up to me making an email, a YouTube account, all this other stuff, which got brought into that whole Minecraft video that I did, where I was acting like a, let's say a kid with a little too much caffeine. And, at first I was just a guest on his channel, but then, you know, my channel started being made, and that happened. And though I only had like 2 or 3 uploads in all, I suddenly made a comeback the very next year when I moved out of my mother's house because the 3DS had a camera and the SD card could get transferred for video files. So I started doing that, and then later on, as the years keep going by, you know, 6th grade passes, and it was the same old, aim the camera at the TV, hope for the best. And then I got a capture card in 7th grade, in which I'm able to record footage like this. Later on, I decided to get out of the, like, just specifically gaming-related stuff. And so I start making funny skits, and I start crossing over with people. I start voiceovers and such, because I was already doing covers of songs and all. And so then it got to where it is today. So why I started it, it was more of a thing with, oh yeah, it would be cool to make Minecraft videos, and that was pretty much it. Hopefully you heard all that. And boom! Alright, again, I'm open for more questions. Just don't make it political. What's my favorite restaurant? That's a good one. See, when I was younger, I used to really like Arby's simply because of their mac and cheese. But, since they changed the whole recipe for that, it started to, go down. I mean, when it comes to lunch-related stuff, I'll have Chick-fil-A almost all the time. Texas Roadhouse is definitely one of them that I might choose as a favorite due to the fact that their steak is just awesome. The fries are delicious. And then there's things like Five Guys. I can't exactly choose a favorite because there's so many good ones to choose from. My favorite TV show growing up. Man, I had a lot of those. When I was very little, I really liked VeggieTales. Then I grew older. I had a soft spot for SpongeBob and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For some reason, I didn't like Fairly Odd Parents or Danny Phantom until about 5 years or more after it released. Then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012, Regular Show, and Robot and Monster ended up being the things that I just drop everything to watch. I used to like Adventure Time, but as I grew older, I suddenly just grew away from it until the finale came. I watched the finale due to it being like a childhood show and such. Right now, as of right now, I'm getting into the show Cobra Kai. I mean, it's not the best show, but, it, you know, I'm still waiting for season 3 and such to come out. Anything else? Holy shit, it's a bat. I also remembered when I was younger and I found out that Billy and Mandy was on Netflix. I just watched it because I thought it would be funny to watch, and next thing you know, I just got addicted to the first episode alone, and people got mad at me because of how many times I'd watch it instead of the newer episodes. Well, the first episode that was on Netflix was this one with like an invisible duck. Favorite game? I'll at least tell you my favorite game franchise. I'm currently playing it. I really like the Shantae games, but as for genres, I really do like 2D platformers. Donkey Kong Country 2 would probably come into a close second to Shantae Pirate's Curse or Seven Sirens. And then, as for beat 'em ups, I like Streets of Rage and Castle Crashers. If we're talking RPGs, the Tales of franchise. And as for 3D platformers, I can't really choose one. I don't play very many of them. I just said something that I'd like other than Shantae. That would be Donkey Kong Country 2. Why can't I break the vase on your head? Fucking... You suck! Other things for beat 'em ups. I like Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. That one's a good one. Smash Bros. I forgot to bring up Smash Bros. Smash Bros is definitely a really fun game. Super Mario World. That one's fun. Banjo-Kazooie is pretty good. What else would there be? The Terminator 2 arcade game. Then there's Punch-Out. Opinions of all the Streets of Rage games. That's... Okay, so the first one, I can't really seem to get too into the first one for some reason. I guess due to the lack of all the special moves and special combos you could do, I can't really seem to get into that like the other ones. Streets of Rage 2 is probably one of my favorites, if not the fourth one. Streets of Rage 3, I believe it went on for too long, and it went way too high on its difficulty. The American version deleted too much that was in the Japanese thing. And though I can like the idea of getting secret endings when you're on certain difficulties, I do not like how you can't get to certain levels unless you're on certain difficulties. And even if you beat it on the hardest thing, it's still possible to get a bad ending. Then you have to redo the whole thing. Only thing I could say positive about Streets of Rage 3 is the fact that it has Rue. Because, you know, nothing like fighting as a boxing kangaroo, beating the shit out of all of your enemies. And as for the fourth one, I think it was a good return to type thing. I definitely lost my shit when the trailer came out, and it definitely delivered on how good of a game it could be. What I didn't like, though, was the fact that there wasn't a dash for a lot of the newer characters. You had to play as Skate to get a dash, meaning you had to unlock him. And they had sprites for a 3D Max, and instead the only way you could play as Max is the Streets of Rage 2 kind. It lost a lot of opportunities there. I'm hoping that an update would come soon, but I mean, it's been like, let's see, about 6 months, almost half a year since it came out, and still nothing. Alright, what else we got? Yes, Rue definitely should have been playable in the fourth one. I thought it was cool that they showed a cameo at the bar, but them not making him playable was definitely a lost opportunity. Not to mention, there were also concept designs where you got to fight as I forgot his name, the karate guy that you face off, who's like the final boss in one of the games. I think his name started with a Z. I forgot his name. Like, there was a lost concept, and they even had the art for it, where you can play as like his son or daughter, like he had a child, and then there was a skate design where he had a daughter as well. Speaking of which, they never explained what was going on with Skate. They brought they bring back Adam and they explain what he was doing, and they had his daughter, but they never had an explanation for what the hell happened to Skate. Roger or Claus? I do not know what either of those are, so I'm gonna have to put a pass on that. Favorite YouTube channel? Damn. I've definitely spent a lot of time lately watching a lot of Some Call Me Johnny. Other than that, if I want to watch something for comedy purposes, I'll occasionally watch Angry Grandma and such. Another thing, I want to go back to that childhood TV shows thing. One show that I also dropped everything to watch was Power Rangers Samurai. Let's see here. If I'm looking for music type stuff, Friedrich Habitler or Nate Wants to Battle. And occasionally, Man on the Internet, due to the fact that, you know, we got that macho DDD with lyrics, you gotta hail before the menacing beef, for he is armed to the teeth. American Dad Salute. Oh, Roger or, Roger or the Alien versus the Fish. Definitely Roger. Definitely Roger. He, back when I watched American Dad, he gave me the most shits and giggles that I could ever have in my life. So, I'm definitely gonna go for Roger on that one. No, I don't love disguises. The hell are you on about? Oh, I don't know if I told you this before, but I absolutely love disguises. My god, I never thought that a Q&A would be this fun. I might have to do it more often. Hopefully it won't be as much of a struggle next time I do a stream. Alright, any more questions? Who's the best Shantae character? Shantae is the best, but if not Shantae, because I feel like you're going to ask me other than Shantae, it would probably be Squid Baron. Or, that one guy from the He-Man spoof that they did, because that was just funny. Then there's Roddy Tops. Alright, next question. God, I hate the delay that my streams have when questions are asked. Because due to these delays, have you ever played Celebrity Deathmatch on PS2? I have not. I know about the show Celebrity Deathmatch because I remember looking up Cornholio scenes back when I had just got into Beavis and Butthead, and Beavis and Butthead being like one of the fights on there. But no, I didn't even know they had a video game. Wait, what? No, I didn't do that. I did not do that! Damn it! Why does that knock me back? Shit! Shit! God damn it! Fuck! Why aren't you letting me go through? Fuck you! Ah! Shit! Fuck balls! Shit! Try it at my own risk. I don't know what's riskier, Leisure Suit Larry or the Celebrity Deathmatch game. Because now that you're telling me try at my own risk, I'm getting kind of concerned here. Shit. Okay, where the hell am I supposed to go? Is it like someplace up there? It's been a while since I played this. Fuck. I'm gonna lose all my hearts before I even... Drill Dozer on the GBA? No. No. Shit. See, when it comes to hearing of these certain games, I guess Brady tops me on that one. Because I really do not even know what Drill Dozer is, unless we're talking about that one drill guy from Skylanders Giants. Oh, shit. What the hell is that? Oh, thank God. Who's the best Mario character? The best Mario character. I'm gonna go for Luigi or Daisy. Alright, taking my chances. Alright, any more questions? I'm still free for a while. I didn't even know there was an Uncharted movie. I've never played Uncharted. So Tom Holland being a character in Uncharted, I mean, I guess that could be cool depending on what the character is. I definitely like him as Spider-Man. I like him as the dorky kid from Spies in Disguise. But I haven't really seen any movies other than that, so I don't know. It's coming out soon. Well, I still haven't played Uncharted, so I don't know how I feel about Tom Holland being the main character. What I do know is that I think it would be really cool if they got Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland to play in a Back to the Future reboot. Seriously, guys, you're free to ask any questions at any time. What would I improve about Smash Ultimate? For one thing, I'd add a little more on the roster before doing the DLC stuff. Like maybe when adding Nintendo characters to it, don't really have any fee for it. So then, like, the Fighters Pass that you're paying for would be specifically third party. Another thing, I'd probably fix something about the cheesy spiking thing. As much as it may be some kind of pro move, I do not quite like the fact that people could just jump over, do a down smash, and then, like, you're immediately dead. I do think the balancing is better. Maybe fix some of the online problems. Maybe do a way to detect the spamming when online. Favorite Namco game? The Tales of franchise. I think Namco made that, right? Or was that Capcom? Shit. What was the Tales of games Namco? I believe they're Namco. Shit. Well, shit, I could already go up here if I wanted to. Nope. Still not any more questions. Pac-Man is definitely a very iconic Namco game. So that one's pretty neat as well. I definitely like Dig Dug. We're talking about classics. Dig Dug is definitely a favorite of mine. One mistake I occasionally make, I'll sometimes confuse Capcom with Namco. Wait, what the hell? What the hell is that? Screw it. Best Dragon Ball Z character besides Vegeta. Either Piccolo or Goku. Due to Goku's stupidity sometimes being really entertaining to me. And then there's Piccolo, who lately he's just really fun to watch, especially when he's doing his everyday life kind of things. It's really funny, especially in the English dub. Like, hey Piccolo, come over here. You got to try this. I'm grilling. You do not interrupt the grill master. Like things like that. It's just it's fun to watch. Favorite animal? Are we talking pets or animals in general? I still do not like the delay. Okay, we're just gonna act like favorite animal is animals in general. I think I really seem to have a soft spot for dogs and cats. I don't know why. When I was much younger, I used to have this. I used to really like monkeys. I don't know why. I just really liked monkeys. Probably explains why I act crazy half the time. Cause I mean, shit, they're always climbing on walls, they're screaming, they're making goofy sounds. Have you ever tried the Bloodstained games? They're kind of like Castlevania. I do not know what Bloodstained is. I might have heard of it. It sounds familiar. But no, I've never played Bloodstained. Castlevania, however, I've tried the first game. I didn't play it all the way through. It's hard as hell. But I have definitely played through Castlevania Judgment, the fighting game. Favorite Pixar movie? Okay. Man, I gotta think about that one. Maybe Coco? I'm not sure if that one was Pixar or not. Then there's Toy Story. I do like Toy Story stuff due to the fact that I can make easy memes off of that. Cars is a good one. Okay, so I know that Nightmare Before Christmas is not a Pixar movie. That's like a Touchstone movie, but I'll definitely put that in as a movie that I really like that's Disney related. Even though technically Disney didn't make that one, it was more of a thing where they didn't want it, and then Touchstone did it. Then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, that's our property now. Don't forget, you know, it's popular. It's our property. Remember that. That's pretty much how that whole thing went. My favorite childhood gaming moment. Ooh. Man, probably the first time I beat a game. I don't remember what my first game beating was, but I definitely remember beating a game. It was not Super Nintendo. It was either like a DS game or a Wii game. Um, let's see here. Wasn't the 64. There were some GameCube games like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. That was very satisfying when I beat that. Then there was Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I definitely liked beating that game. Sonic Generations. Sonic Colors. There we are. Street Fighter 2. Beating the arcade mode for that. That's probably my favorite gaming moment. I beat the game with Ken without any help. Needless to say, I never beat the game with Ken again, which really disappoints me. Back when I was younger, I used to really enjoy Sonic 06, and that's something that I feel really guilty about. Especially that when I play it now, you know, the 15-minute loading screens immediately cuts me off nowadays. But when I was younger, I really liked playing as Silver the Hedgehog, you know, the worst character to play as in the freaking game because of how slow he is. And, I mean, hell, I liked Dreams of Absolution. I liked All Hail Shadow. I liked his world. So I guess the music probably brought me into the game, and then I tried to beat the game. Then it became a living hell. My dad constantly tried to make me turn it off. The Joker cutscenes in Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe were hilarious, and I definitely enjoyed watching those. And I guess if we want to talk overall, probably the moments when I'd sit down with my dad and we would play Donkey Kong Country. My dad would try to beat the game in front of me and all, and you know, even though he'd rage at times, it was definitely really nice to sit through it all. Because he'd play games and beat them in front of me just so I could see somebody beat the game. And, so, that happened. And then Donkey Kong Country 3, he never beat it. And then I got Donkey Kong 2 for my birthday. Not birthday, for Christmas. I got it for Christmas, and that game was definitely really fun. I played a lot of Flash games when I was younger, like Uphill Rush. If I ever heard about the canceled James Cameron Spider-Man movie, is that the live-action Japanese one that they were making that they canceled? It was like a live-action Japanese thing? Or am I thinking of something else? Because I am not familiar with James Cameron. Favorite actor? Hmm. That's a hard one. That is definitely a hard one. Shit. If we're talking female related, Isabel Merced, and Sophia Lillis. If we're talking male wise, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker was definitely good. I don't like him as a person, but the way he acted in that was pretty good. Then there's Jim Carrey. He's hilarious. I definitely like Jim Carrey. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No. Ah! I'm trying to focus on the questions whilst playing Shantae Pirate's Curse. Tomodachi versus Miitopia. Though I like Tomodachi, and it'll always have a place in my heart for a great childhood game, that would probably have to go to Miitopia. I really like how it takes the concept of Tomodachi for, like, getting along and such, but also making it like a little RPG game where you get to level up your Miis and stuff. I'm hoping that they make a sequel, whether it be for 3DS. Well, it's not going to be on 3DS. They pretty much ended the time span of that. That is, unless third-party developers decide to make more games for it, which they probably will. Or if they do a Nintendo Switch sequel. You know, I'd definitely like to see a sequel to Miitopia make its way onto the Nintendo Switch. Simpsons or Family Guy? I haven't watched any of the recent seasons lately. I don't know. Simpsons is more heartwarming and such. But as for gags, Family Guy can definitely be funnier, whether it be its dark humor or not. But then again, it gets way too violent for me, so that would probably be a tie. Least favorite kids show? Well, at first I wouldn't be able to name one until recently I heard of this show, Mr. Meaty. I've tried watching a few episodes to see what the whole complaint is about, and I can definitely see why. Now when I was a lot younger, my least favorite. Problem is, I liked a lot of shitty shows as well when I was younger. There was this one show when I was a lot younger. It had to do with puppets. It was on Nick Jr. It wasn't Ubi. It was like this show with blue dog, a yellow dog, and a pink dog, and they were like puppets and such. I don't remember the name of the show, but I definitely did not like that at all. It wasn't that it was creepy, it was just really boring to me. Hell, when I was younger, I used to hate Lazy Town. I got a little older and ended up liking it, especially the We Are Number One episode. That was like the only episode I'd really watch when I was younger. There were a few episodes that were on... There were a few shows that were on Sprout that I'd watch anyway. Like, I liked Kipper the dog. I, for some reason, liked Angelina Ballerina. Have no freaking idea why. There was Fossil Fighters. I did not really like Fossil Fighters at all. Digimon. I did not like the original Digimon. I did, however, like Digimon Fusion. Damn, I never expected these kinds of questions, but shit. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Keep going. Why can't I kill that bastard? Opinions on Pokemon. I definitely liked the older games, like the Game Boy Advance ones. I have not played the original Game Boy or Game Boy Color ones. A matter of fact, I didn't even know the Game Boy and Game Boy Color had any of the games until I went into high school and I found one of my friends with them, Nick. I remembered seeing him with like a Game Boy Color game or something like that. Other than that, though, let's see. Like, I definitely like them, for RPG standards. Only thing I don't like is there's literally no final boss. There's no ending to any of them. And apparently there's, like, this whole corruption thing, which I don't really know why that's even a thing, but, you know. The newer Pokemon games, I can definitely, like, seem to like them, like Battle Revolution and Let's Go Eevee. That's the newest one I have. I don't like its difficulty scaling, though. Favorite Marvel cartoon? I liked Spectacular Spider-Man, or Ultimate Spider-Man, whichever one it was, where Disney XD had him and he switched bodies with Wolverine. Hulk and the Agents of Smash, Avengers Assemble. Other than that, I don't know. God, some of these are hard questions. And by some, I mean the majority is a bunch of hard questions. But I like it. I really like it. I need to do this more often. Hopefully people don't ask me the same question over and over and over again, though, because... Ah, shit. No, I've heard of it. I've heard of QNA, but, I've never played it. Favorite Marvel superhero? Captain Marvel or Spider-Man? Captain Marvel due to the fact that she's pretty much Marvel's Superman. And Spider-Man because who doesn't like Spider-Man? Come on. Oh yeah, yes, yes, I have heard of Wow Wow Wubsy. I watched that a lot when I was a lot younger. Man, I loved Wow Wow Wubsy. Had a lot of meme-worthy stuff. I mean, even when it like collapsed in the future with the whole edition of what's her name, Daisy. I was still watching it because some of it was still funny. I mean, I look back at it and I can't really sit through it anymore. Another childhood show would be Upside Down Show. I definitely liked that. Regardless of the fact that it was live action stuff and most of the time little kids don't like that stuff. It was just way too entertaining not to watch. Opinion on Looney Tunes in general. I liked Space Jam. I did not understand that whole superhero turn that it took one time. I don't currently like the reboot, and I never really watched the original show. I mean, when I was younger, I watched the, like, I believe it was 2010, 2012 reboot of Looney Tunes. And I liked it back then, but nowadays, I can just barely sit through it. My favorite Pokemon. God, I haven't been asked that in a long time. When I was younger, I really liked Oshawott, Mudkip, and Scraggy. And then after that, I think my overall favorite is let's see here, Riolu, Lucario, or maybe Mewtwo. Opinions on Tom and Jerry? I watched it when I was younger, and that's honestly all I could say about it. Nowadays, I don't really like watching it very often. It's one of those things where nostalgia just isn't really enough for me anymore. Ah, shit, I used 2 of them on purpose. Plug and play games. Let's see here. I played this one Nickelodeon one that had, I believe, Rocket League skateboarding game. There was a SpongeBob game. And then the other 2, I don't remember. I think there might have been a Shrek thing involved, which was weird because, you know, DreamWorks and Nickelodeon are not the same company. I played this Dora plug and play thing, which, for some reason was kind of fun. I don't really know why, but it just was. My cousin had this plug and play bike where you put cartridges in, and there was like a SpongeBob bike game and some other bike game that you could play. Other than that, there's this Namco one that's probably my favorite. It has Galaga, Pac-Man. It has like 4 different Pac-Man games. It had Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. It had, Mrs. Pac-Man. Shit, I'm just now realizing how trans that sounds. Pac-Mania and something else. It had like Pac-Man Extreme or something. It was something like that. It also had Galaga, Dig Dug, Pac-Man, and one other game. I forgot. Then, let's see here. Favorite stories or memories? My favorite memories? I don't know. I mean, I did do a lot of funny stuff back in 5th grade, so I guess a couple of stories from back then. Probably my favorites. One of them being the funniest thing in 5th grade. Every time a friend of mine would get in trouble, everybody thought it had something to do with me. They thought I was some kind of ringleader of the stuff, and it was kind of funny. They always got me in trouble for stupid things. Biggest example. Sean, how dare you use voice acting skills when you're reading The Grinch for kindergartners? You're trying to make it more entertaining. How dare you? I'm going to give you lunch detention. You're sitting out during recess. It was all kinds of stuff like that. Oh shit. This bastard's spitting fire. It might also be the filming of some of my skits. Because some of the skits being with friends, it definitely has a lot of funny memories involved. And it's also fun when I'm doing some of them by myself. The moment I got into fan dubs, and then people like Dana, you know, I recruited her because she wanted to be part of the covers and the fan dubs and such. It was definitely really, really fun to do. Have I ever played Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion? I'm going to assume that that's the Cartoon Network Smash parody game. I have not played that. Matter of fact, I don't think I played any Cartoon Network games. Like, any of them that had to do with any of the characters from Cartoon Network. I remembered wanting regular show games, and I wanted Adventure Time games. I have definitely played Cartoon Network Flash games. So if you're talking about a Flash game where it's like a bunch of robots and it was Cartoon Network characters, then yes, I have played that. Okay, for Wii and PS3, yeah, it definitely sounds interesting, but I don't know. I know that you have it, don't you, Brady? I want this damn spider die. Have I heard of Nicktoons Unite? Yes, I have. I remembered playing it with a friend back when I lived with my mother. Needless to say, the moment I picked up the remote and I knew what to do and he didn't, he definitely got mad and turned the game off. Like, I told him, just give me the remote, I know what I'm doing. And, like, he would just refuse to give me the remote. Because we were at a point with a trampoline and he couldn't get over the wall. Then the moment I picked up that controller and got over the wall, it like, really ticked him off. So, we have any more questions? My cousin also used to have Nicktoons Unite, but here's the funny part about it. My younger sister, when she was like really little, She, she got a Clifford disc that I gave her to borrow, and she jammed it into the Wii with my cousin's Nicktoons Unite series. Though it, well, his disc, not his series. Um, and it ruined his disc, but it didn't ruin my Clifford movie, which was really funny. Opinions on Invader Zim Enter the Florpus. It was an awesome callback. It was definitely really funny. Back when it came out, it was really something that I would use for a lot of gags. I definitely like to use some of those gags on Brady a lot. He could probably tell you a few that I used to do. I think the best part about it was the whole thing where it's just like, yes, enjoy the most peaceful peace day your grotesque eyeballs can ever witness. The bracelet comes in 4 colors. Yeah! Like, it was very clever with its jokes, and I was definitely happy that it did a callback to the whole thing, because they had been planning that movie for a long time. As for Hey Arnold, Jungle movie, I haven't seen that one yet, and I probably need to get on that, and the Rocco's Modern Life movie. Ah, shit. Worst superhero movie I've ever seen. Does Suicide Squad count? I mean, it's not exactly a hero movie. It's more of like a villain movie where they're supposed to be heroes. So I don't know if Suicide Squad counts. I did not like Jared Leto's performance as Joker. Funniest story about something of mine getting broken? Huh. I cannot currently think of one where that happened. Actually, yes, I can. My little sister used to have a habit of constantly slapping the cord to my Skull Candy headphones out every chance she got when she was a lot younger. She would, like, every time she got mad and she'd see that I'm wearing my headphones, she'd always slap the cord and then it would get broken. After that one got broken, I got a new cord that said it would be unbreakable, but, like, its weight was a lot more than you'd think. So, next thing you know, it keeps hitting the asphalt over and over and over again, and you can pretty much guess what happened. That one started breaking too. And my headphones that cannot get a break, you know, it's like eventually the headphones itself actually snapped in half. Have you ever heard of animator versus animation? No, I have not. My opinion on the Animaniacs reboot. I have not watched it yet. Honestly. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I don't like the fact that they're modernizing it a bit. The old humor I really thought was funny. One of the favorites being the fact that, there was one point where the doctor had, started showing him a bunch of ink pictures over and over again. And every time he did it, he kept saying it was girls. And that was definitely one of the funniest gags that Animaniacs could ever do. I don't really see anything topping it. Ah, shit. Worst book I've ever read. I cannot really name one besides, Christine by Stephen King would probably be the worst one I've ever tried to read. Shit, did I miss something? No, I have not played Fortune Street. I do not know what that is. screw it. With Monopoly and Mario Dragon Quest. Okay. Alright, I have about 43 minutes left before ending the stream, so still feel free to keep asking questions. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. When I was younger, I definitely found it funny. Some of it is still kind of funny to me. I don't know why, but there's just something really funny about seeing the whole thing where Greg's dad will just throw whatever is in his hands at him. Like, when is a good time to mess with Manny versus when is a bad time to mess with Manny? And that was like, it was like one of them had a newspaper in his hands and one of them had a, brick in his hand. My opinions on the Jimmy Neutron movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. I don't remember very many of the gags besides the whole, before my mom was abducted by aliens, she used to rub my tummy and she would sing, "Nani, nani, nani." Then there was one where his dad was doing the chicken dance and such. Other than that, I don't remember very much. I liked it a lot when I was younger. I can say that much, but other than that, I don't have much to say about it. Have I ever played and or finished Sonic Unleashed? I have definitely played Sonic Unleashed, and though it is a very fun game, I have not been able to beat the game at all. I guess what I have to say about it is the whole collecting medallions thing, I do not like that. I really don't, because it keeps you from getting to the next levels, and then you have to keep replaying and replaying and replaying until you can find the goddamn things. It gets ridiculous. Damn, I love how when I say there's little time left, everybody just jumps in with more and more questions. It's definitely fun. Worst NES game I've ever played. That one goes to Black Bass. I cannot understand how to do the whole fishing thing. I mean, my dad does, and it can be fun if you try to, but for me, I just cannot get that fun out of it. Then again, I can also give that to Street Fighter 2010. See, I was on the Nintendo eShop and I saw Street Fighter and I thought it was a Capcom fighting game. And I'm like, oh, wow, cool, Street Fighter. It says 2010, so it probably has a whole bunch of characters. I never tried that. And then I find out it's a completely different game. And I ended up regretting purchasing it. I wanted a refund. I would not get a refund. Favorite Legends of Zelda game. I have not played very many of the Zelda games, but, I will definitely tell you that my favorite so far is Hyrule Warriors. Shit! Why did I do that? Funny thing is, someone actually managed to get across that section without the boots. Stick of Truth versus Fractured Butthole. Which wins? For storytelling and the character creation and such, I do like Stick of Truth. But as for the fighting mechanics and such, I really like Fractured Butthole. I don't like the story. I think it goes very, very far with its humor. But then again, Stick of Truth did so too by having a gigantic sperm alien baby that you fight. So, I don't know. One thing I will tell you is I got extremely pissed when Fractured Butthole said I was supposed to get Stick of Truth for free, and I never got it for free. And then they made a bunch of bullshit excuses as to why I didn't get my free game. So I ended up having to get the PS3 copy. Of that. I guess we could say my favorite thing about it was the whole green Taco Bell sauce thing that they put in it. That and that thing with Clyde. Like, he's just kicked out, and then all of a sudden, he just has his castle, and he's like, you don't have any authority over me. God damn it, I have authority! Quick. Alright, keep the questions coming. Fish, gator, lion. I did that, though. What the hell? God damn it. I played it, and it is not... It's not as fun as I thought it would be. I do not like its controls. I do not like the mechanics of certain games. Kingdom Hearts. I played the first, second, and third game. Not all the way through for any of them. The third game is definitely extremely fun. The second one, it's been a long time since I've tried it, and I have the first game on the PS2. It has a lack of direction for telling you what to do next. It goes on with its difficult crap, like, immediately. And some of its early tutorial challenges are pretty crazy. I feel like I can definitely get into the franchise and love it very much. I definitely like Kingdom Hearts as a whole, but it's not something that I would go out of my way to constantly play. I'll probably have, like, a different opinion and all the moment I finish up Kingdom Hearts 3, because I've definitely had some fun so far. I just haven't played it on my channel yet. You know, when I say I run out of time, I might do more Q&As either tomorrow or later tonight. I have not considered buying Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I definitely do think it could be an interesting game. But it's not, like, on my top priorities of what to buy right now. I did recently buy it for my sister, though. Because it was, like, one of the things she really wanted for her birthday, so I just recently got her it. No, I have not heard of the cute Mario Bros. I've heard of stuff like Super Chick Sisters and shit like that. But, no, I have never heard of the cute Mario Brothers. You're probably going to have to specify on this and teach me a bit about it. I hate how the answer to most of my questions are no. Favorite Lego game besides Lego Batman? That would probably go to the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean game. Transformers Animated. I've heard of it. I've never watched it. Shit. What? Let's see here. Pac-Man deserves better representation in Smash? I don't know. I think his representation is pretty good due to the fact that they use his PlayStation design over the whole, Ghostly Adventures design. Other than that, though you don't hear much of Pac-Man, I don't really think there's really much to talk about with him. I mean, you're probably the Pac-Man expert of this stuff, so you'd probably be better with that. The hardest time you've ever had playing a game. Um, Sonic 06. That's probably where we're going with that. But, let's see. Donkey Kong Country 2 definitely gave me a really hard time. And then there's Donkey Kong Country 3 with their secret world. And even Shantae has had its fair share of giving me a hard time. The final dungeon of this game is a ginormous pain in the ass. Along with this one world where there's a bunch of creatures that remind you of Venom. Definitely not my favorite stuff. Then there was Ninja Kong in Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. The Venom movie is definitely a good movie. It's worth the watch. Even though they had a different turn on Venom and made him more comedic than a dramatic or a horrifying character, I definitely think that it was worth watching. A lot of its jokes were really funny. The story was, like, straight to the point and very decent. I have no complaints. Fuck you. Alright, guys, ask your questions while you can, because I don't have much longer. What genre of gaming do I like the most? 2D platformers. I really, really, really like 2D platformers. Rhythm games can be fun, 3D platformers can be fun, even RPGs can be fun, but I think my favorite is definitely the 2D platformer genre. If there's one thing I hate about this, though, is this level. The amount of bullshit those guards do. Alright, guys, I'm going to answer one or two more questions, and then I'm going to leave. Game walkthroughs slash long plays. I honestly do not watch a lot of long plays. If anything, I'm more into the speedrunning genre. Though I make long plays and I'll watch them if it's like part by part by part, I will not always watch a full long play video. Kind of hypocritical of me, yes, due to the fact that I make Sonic and the Black Knight stuff and other long plays, such as the long plays I did of this. But for me, I like the speedrunning genre more than the other stuff, which a lot of my friends don't really seem to like for some reason. I've tried speedrunning myself, and that can be proven with that Donkey Kong video. I've definitely tried speedrunning. I'm not good at it, but when it comes to watching speedruns, it's really neat to watch. Especially when someone did that whole Ninja Shantae thing. Shit. Alright, one more question. And I'll probably end the stream. Sam Raimi. Is that the one where the guy directed the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies? Yeah, I don't know. If we're talking about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, I've never really watched any of those. I've watched the Andrew Garfield movie and sequel, and I've watched the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Other than that, I haven't watched any of the Tobey Maguire stuff at all. I'm not gonna count that as a question due to the fact that I haven't seen that. So, I'll ask one more question of Brady, Todd, and Trey. I'll let you guys ask me one more question. I'll answer those. Then I'll probably end the stream. Alright, seeing that nobody here has any more questions, I am going to end this stream. Oh. I do think that Marvel vs. Capcom 3 deserves a collection of all three of the games. I definitely do. I haven't played the first and second one, but they are like really expensive, and since it has its fair share of popularity, and the third one is definitely really fun for me, I do think they should release the trilogy. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching the Q&A. I'm going to end the stream off.